Anyway, it is the latest fashion at work, uniforms made from fair trade fabrics. The company behind Britain's first fair trade clothing company is based in Milton Keynes, and Rob Pittham has been there to pull all the threads together.
It's a company that follows the character and the ethics of its founder. Susan Waters, an ex-teacher, had always wanted to run her own business and began with her own sewing machine. Her firm makes clothes for companies, embroidering their logos and designs onto a range of clothing. It was growing steadily, but took a radical change of direction when Susan spent time in an environmentally friendly community that's set up in Scotland.
Well, I've always tried to trade fairly and treat people fairly, whether it's staff or my suppliers or our customers. And it's just another step on from that. It's knowing where my products originate from, where the cotton comes from, how it's grown, the impact that it has on those communities, and trying to have the comfortable feeling of the entire chain being fair to each other.
Now Susan sources fair trade goods wherever she can. She's even been out to India to meet her suppliers there, and back home has found a growing market.
We have people out there that are committed, that are just thrilled to find us. So a challenge is finding them, but once they found us, they're just thrilled. And more bigger industries are becoming much more aware that that the uniform that their staff wears should reflect their core principles as well.
Even the coffee here is fair trade, and it doesn't just stop there, because take a look at the company's new range. Over here we've got a t-shirt that's actually been dyed with coffee, and this is an apron that's been dyed with tea. It's all part of Susan's attempts to make the business as organic as possible. It's using methods from centuries ago. The coffee beans and the tea can be broken down to form colour-fast dyes. It means there are no chemicals used in producing the garments, and Susan can run a business that matches her own ethical standards.
It is so much more satisfying and exciting, and it's building something fresh and new in a new market. I actually enjoy leading the way, and I think we are in our industry. There's some huge players, but I think we're leading them as well, and I find that satisfying.
The company now has 9 people working for it. It's winning more and more orders and has just struck a deal to supply a company in Canada. From a tiny part of the business 2 years ago, the fair trade organic ethos now accounts for 60% of output.